welcome back. Thank you so much for watching and staying with us and listening to the podcast.
Listening and looking. Looking and listening. Yes.
A la George Costanza. Costanza.
This week on Seinfeld, this week on Rashida and John, we were discussing the topic of being together and living separately.
Yeah.
We both have our own homes, and we've discussed living together in the past, but under very specific or wonderful circumstances. So, if I may start, I think that the bulk of our conversation was that we have grown accustomed to living by ourselves and having our own space, and that it's really an important thing for us as individuals
for
to
our
have
well-being.
that space for our own for our well-being and having my own stuff and space and things and being able to kind of do whatever I want when I want, and the same for you, and
very much,
but also that I get excited to come see you, and it's a fun thing, it's we still spend a lot of time together.
Yes.
We still make time for each other.
Yes.
We don't live that far away from each other.
About 20 minutes.
And it's really it's a really healthy way, I think, for us to live together, or to be together but not live
together apart.
Yes.
Together, apart. I definitely agree. And it's been, I was mentioning in the podcast how people perceive, like I've been told, I thought you were married because we're in a longer term relationship. I don't, 4 years, is that long? I mean, it's not. It'll be 5. Does that make it long? I don't know. But by my perceptions, I'm like, it's not really that long, considering how long we've been alive.
It's true.
and how much I learn about you every year, and how much I learn whenever we stay together, like stay on overnights or a weekend, or go on vacation together. The learning definitely is increased, and it's awesome. It's like there are things, obviously, living together would teach us about our relationship, and yet we don't need to do that yet. We're not there, or we've chosen not to, and I'm so glad, because I feel like I love missing you when we're apart, and feeling a genuine longing versus I've never lived with a partner, and we were talking about that word, or boyfriend, girlfriend, and never wanted to, because I really love my space, my personal space, and I love the opportunity to get ready and prepare for our time together and make it special and sacred and creative and different than daily life. And I don't think you get that if you're living with someone,
Well, there's because, and not that you're putting on a show for me or by any means. We're still very much ourselves.
Oh yeah.
But I think there's things that happen when people live together, and when you share space, and we have behaviors and patterns of being that are not always the same as the other person.
Yeah.
They may be things that we don't mind letting, if we're sitting at home alone, we don't mind leaving things around.
Just to a degree.
Right. I'm just saying, I don't.
So no, I'm the same. But when you're coming over, or if you're going to be here for an extended amount of time, I would want to pick that up a bit.
Yeah.
Because that's more energy in the house for me, and I'm like, I want to make it as open and flowing as possible.
Well, it's a positive thing. There's no negative to us living separately currently.
No.
And you talk about the ideal living situation of having a 7-bedroom house by the sea or by the water somewhere, and having your own room and me having my own room,
and not
having
sleeping together all the time.
Not sleeping together, because that's another thing that's probably one of the biggest things that's come up, is not being able to share the bed. And not because someone's doing something wrong or
it's just
anything.
Different sleeping habits and patterns.
And those are
behaviors.
Yeah, and so it's it's been so, I think, beneficial to the long-term success
Yes.
of this relationship to be able to step back when we need to, or to say, hey,
I need some space.
I need some space, and to have that space, because there's too many times I feel like people will move in together for the wrong reasons, or they will feel obliged to, and I don't ever want to feel obliged, and certainly not.
What a great word, obliged. It just sounds disgusting, doesn't it?
Not in a 1-year lease or something with you, and then having to figure that out, navigate all of the intricacies of that contract.
There'd be but not in a space like my current situation or your current situation.
Right.
There'd be no way I would be comfortable with that, and I think it would be a detriment to the relationship. Unless there was a ton of agreement, not a ton, but a good amount of agreement around how we manage our time in that space, or maybe there was a goal. Like if it was we didn't talk about this at all in the podcast. I love that this kind of stuff comes up while we're doing these. If we had a financial goal, a shared financial goal, and we're like, you know what, we're gonna pool our resources, and we're gonna save for this. If there's a time when I have a container around things, I'm just like, I can relax. It's fine. There's a finish line in sight. This might be something to discuss.
Yeah.
Thanks,
so there you go. Yeah, thank you. So there's a lot of pros and cons for both things.
And currently,
I will be leaving here shortly, and it's my time. It's time for me to go. So, and that's fine. I have things to do. She's got things to do. I got to go home and edit this video, and I can't do that with her around. So
you could. You absolutely could.
Well, I could.
And we make space for, but it's a choice.
But it's just, yes, it's a choice. And I can, and I'm happy to be able to come back and see you again tomorrow.
Because it's his birthday,
Yes.
so please send happy birthday wishes to John.
Yes, happy birthday wishes to me.
18.
43.
43.
So we're happy to be together. We're happy to have our own space, and we're happy to make time and share the space that we have.
Absolutely.
I love you.
I love you.
It's me, Mario.